Yeah, the Tigers are beginning a 10-game road trip tonight. And as Teddy pointed out in the last segment, how I like to go against teams their first game back home off a road trip, I also like to go with teams starting a road trip. You know, you're going out on the road for a long period of time. You want to get things off to a good start. You're generally the most focused out of the gate in that first game. And they're going to be playing an Angels team. Yes, I realize this Angels team has won 3 in a row, but pump the brakes. It was against the A's, okay? That's nothing to write home about. The Tigers are sending Jack Flaherty to the mound today. His last 4 starts, guys, which has encompassed 22 and change inning-wise, he's allowed a grand total of 1 run. 1 run over 4 starts. He's going to be facing – and the other part of it is this season, you hear me talk about strikeout to walk ratio and everything. An insane 108 strikeouts to just 13 walks on the season. Wow. This guy's been in full command from the beginning of the season all the way through. Now he's going to be facing Davis Daniel for the Angels. He just got called up from Salt Lake. He's going to be making his first career start. And it was funny that Teddy cross-examined me with throwing stuff at me. I already had this set into my breakdown here. I'm going to do my Teddy impersonation before he does it to me in this game. So, Marco, you've got a guy making his first start in Major League Baseball. Aren't you the guy that always tells us the pitcher has the advantage over the hitters the first time through the league? Why are you going against them? Can you explain that? Well, Teddy, as usual, that was a great question on your part, and I'll explain why. Because this guy is not getting the call up because he deserves it. He's getting the call up because they have nobody to pitch, all right? Their starting rotation is decimated with injuries. Sandoval's out for the season with an elbow. Siriano is still on the injured list with an abdomen injury. They had to call a guy up from Salt Lake that's 27, and he's making his first career start. When you're still 27 and you're getting your first major league start, there's a reason for that. His ERA at Salt Lake this year was 5.69, okay? Nothing to write home about. And all I got to do is get 1 run off of him because Flaherty's not giving anything up. I'm going to go ahead and take Detroit minus a half a run, first 5 innings. We're taking the bullpens out of the equation. By going first 5 innings, we take a big favorite down to minus 120, and that's where we were at. And a little stat on the Angels this year against AL Central opponents, which that's where the Tigers are from. 2-11 this year, straight up against the AL Central. Give me the Tigers, first 5, minus a half.
So, Marco, last time you were on the show, you were dealing, you were a trooper. You were dealing with COVID issues, and you came on, and I was trying to take it easy on you. Today, you seem to be much better. There's no way I'm going to take it easy on you now if you're going to ask. That being said, I mean, my basic question, your follow wasn't my follow. My basic question is this. Detroit stinks, all right? It's like the Dallas Stars or the Dallas whatever, the Wings in the WNBA. Wings. You know, you're betting on a bad team, all right? Detroit is what? They're 3-7 in their last 10 ball games. It goes back further than that. This team, I think now, something like 8-17. I mean, it's been a steady decline for Detroit over the last month or so. Why is this a team we want? And it's not a pick-em price. It's like minus 145, minus 150. There's juice to be laid here. Or you're laying a half a run. You're asking a bad team to do something that they've struggled to do of late. So talk to me about Detroit and whether they are worthy of laying any kind of price.
Well, obviously they are a bad team, Teddy. I'm not going to argue that fact with you. But when I look over at the other side of the ledger, as bad as you may say that Detroit is, they're 4 games better than the Angels. Okay. So they're playing another bad team, and it is such an absolute mismatch as far as the starting pitching goes. And with what I feel we have is an edge in pitching to get it where I only have to beat them over the first 5 innings. I'm not actually asking them to win the game. I'm asking them to get me 5 innings, and I'm only laying $1.20. To me, I think that is a bargain as versus going the full game in laying the price with the Tigers. I would agree with you there. And it's just hard to step in front of a guy that has been as good as Flaherty has been. And on the road this year, ironically, his 8 road starts, they're 6-2 in his 8 road starts this year. So I'm going to go ahead and take the first 5 there, but I can't argue with you that they're not a good team, and you'll go broke in baseball if you, on a regular basis, lay a number of, north of 140 with a bad baseball. We're giving them a $100 discount right off the bat, big savings for them. But I'm throwing in my WNBA, and most of my WNBA plays sell for $25 a piece. I can tell you this much. If you're looking for WNBA action every single day, you will not get that from me. I've made 11 plays this season. We've won 10 of the 11. I'm doing situational spots when they come up. As I told you guys in an earlier show this year, I'm doing a lot of coverage here locally, radio-wise in Las Vegas with the WNBA because of the Aces, and I'm a season ticket holder, so I'm watching all these games. I'm trying to turn that into a profit as I'm going to go watch these games and enjoy them. We got to make money. It makes the games even more enjoyable. So you'll get all of the plays that I release to my clients as a free bonus when you buy the baseball.